Crazy Dee TV. I'm standing here with Terri Hamilton Brown. I'm going to let her tell you what she does, and then I'm going to ask her some questions.
Well, I'm Terri Hamilton Brown, and I am a Democrat and a candidate for the County Executive Office. The County Executive and the new County Council are new offices that will be part of the reform movement for our Cuyahoga County government. This is the first time that we will elect these offices, and I want to be the first county executive. The primary is September the 7th, and I am one of 4 Democrats, and it's important for our citizens, our residents, our people in our community to get out and vote. I'm Terri Hamilton Brown.
Okay. First question is, once they vote in the primary, does that eliminate down to one candidate for the Democratic Party?
That's right. This is a partisan primary. And so right now there are 11 people in this competition, in this election. And we need to vote for one Democrat to represent us on November the 2nd. And maybe I should explain, this county executive office replaces the 3 commissioners that we have who run our county and the other elected offices. And when issue 6 passed last year in the fall, people in our community said, we want to change. We don't want to keep reading about corruption. We want a government that serves us, the people. So it's important that we make reform real by looking for new leaders. And I say we need more leadership and less politics.
So this is very important because, first of all, this is a off-year election, for one thing. And if the Republicans get the seat, it'll be the first time that they control
the county. That's right.
Cuyahoga County.
But that doesn't happen until November.
Right.
We're getting this election in September, and the only thing on the ballot then is the county issue. So your point is absolutely right.
So it's important that it stays Democrat.
Oh, yes.
And explain to them why.
Well, the county provides important health and human services to our region, to our county. Things like the Department of Children and Family Services, employment services, and also criminal justice services. So if we are going to be in charge and have oversight, empowered leadership, control over our destiny, we ought to have people in these roles who know the community, who understand the issues, and who care about public service.
So explain a little bit about the makeup of the executive seat and the board that sits on it. We were talking, joking off of camera, and I was corrected by Nina Turner that said that both branches are equal. But I said the president, because that's what you would be liking to, or the mayor and the council, right? He can veto. He said, but no, they can override. So explain that to the people.
Sure. Well, the county executive has all administrative authority over county services. So this is an employee workforce of 8,000 people, a $1 billion budget, contracting, hiring, responsible for delivering daily service. The council has legislative powers. They approve the budget, and they will approve appointments that the county executive will make. They need to work together, putting together an economic development plan, a plan for social services, and when they don't work well together, surely the county executive can veto, but then the council can overrule. It's called an override. So really, rather than talking about that, it's really talking about how we come together to put together a plan for progress for our community. So I talked about services, but the other important thing that this county executive, at least if I am the county executive, will lead is an effort to create more jobs, to bring more employment.
That's what I was about to ask you.
Absolutely.
What would be the first thing that you would...
Well, we put together a plan for creating new jobs, but more important than just jobs is workforce development, making sure people who are unemployed or underemployed get the skills to be able to compete for the new jobs. You know, it's not enough to create a job, you have to help people compete for it. So that's it. The other thing is our county needs somebody who's a strong manager, somebody who's willing to make important, hard decisions, and to open our government up to being open and honest and delivering services. And that's what I've done for 12 years in public service. I've worked in community development under Mike White, and then I ran CMHA during its years where we turned it around. And I am committed to public service, and that's why I'm running for this county executive office.
So you were the one who put the new buildings down on Off-White?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We've done a lot of good work at CMHA. In fact, a great team of people. And I'm delighted that the work is continuing, and they're building new buildings now on Kinsman. Garden Valley is totally being redone, and it's a great work that they're doing.
So here's a politics question.
Sure.
The board of 11, it could have a makeup of Democrat and Republican.
Yes,
So
it likely will.
So we could see potential gridlock like what we see in Washington?
I suppose it's possible, but it's doubtful. Cuyahoga County is mostly a Democratic county. And while the 11 council districts are divided in order to provide more representation, it's likely that we would have a Democratic council if good Democrats come out and vote. That's another good reason why we need people to participate in this election on September the 7th.
And what's the cutoff date has already happened for registration, correct?
Right. People need to be a registered voter, but you have until September the 4th to vote, to ask for an application to vote by mail. So all registered voters can vote early and vote by mail, and we ask that you do. And that deadline is September the 4th. And then you must get your ballot in either by mail or in person by September the 7th.
Okay. Is there any last things that you want to put across and express to the people before I sign off?
Absolutely. I am Terri Hamilton Brown. I am running to be the first county executive. I am running because I care about this county. I'm committed to building jobs, important health and human services, and cleaning up government to make it work for you. Please remember to vote on September 7th. Terri Hamilton Brown.
That's it. We'd like to thank Terri Hamilton Brown from Crazy Dee TV. That's a wrap.